Glaceon's faster, doesn't KO. We dodged the hyper voice. All right. All right. Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. And if you don't, welcome. Hope you still enjoy the video. I like to do a Christmas video because it's just a warm, fuzzy occasion, but also one that I, in particular, associate with my personal Pokemon journey since I got my first game, Silver version, with my Game Boy Color for Christmas many years ago. So, of course, I want to do a Christmas video. And for this year, I have been experimenting a little bit in Regulation H with mono-type teams, mainly with the Mono Ghost team that performed way better than I expected. But by the time this goes up, I might also have done something else with a different type. I certainly have an idea that I'm working on, so we'll see. But yeah, so I wanted to give it one more go here, given that I've enjoyed monotype and Regulation H, and go with a mono ice team. It's seasonally appropriate as we head into winter here, but also, well, of course, Ghost is my favorite type. I think Ice might well be my second favorite. I personally really love a cold, snowy kind of vibe in fantastical works and creatures like Pokemon. And Alola Ninetales right here I think is one of the most beautiful Pokemon they've ever designed. So yeah, let's see what we can do with it. Ice is going to be more difficult than Ghost, I think, for sure. The pickings are kind of slim in this game, and it's a lot harder to find good synergies and Pokemon to put together, but I've done an attempt here. So it starts with the Alola Ninetales, setting up the snow with Snow Warning, and of course the Aurora Veil. Pretty typical stuff here, and hopefully Encore can open some holes for its teammates to... Maybe I should put more speed on this, but I don't know. I think I want it maximally bulky, so that's what we'll go with for now. But yeah, hopefully Encore, even without speed investment, can create some openings for setup from the rest of its team. Starting, I'm actually going to go next to Titan, which is here with a very Reg A-ish Belly Drum set with Ice Spinner, Liquidation, Terra Water. Hopefully we get that behind Aurora Veil and it can put in some work and outspeed opponents with the Slush Rush. I do also have Baxcalibur here with a pretty simple loaded dice set. Kind of like I would run in the Prismatic Draft League Season 6. Season 7 might even have started by the time this goes up. That's wild, but yeah, like bringing back the Alaskan Absols here with this Baxcalibur. And then I have Glaceon. Since I'm running Snowcloak, I decided to double down with Bright Powder and hope that I can luck through some games instead of going for something like Choice Specs. But we've got Blizzard here to be spammed and Freeze Dry to help cover for water types and maybe wide guard situations. And I actually felt like I had a lot of options for Glaceon's fourth move. I was interested in Icy Wind. I was interested in something else. Okay, I don't remember right now, but... Oh, maybe Haze. But I like Yawn because it potentially creates an end game where even if things are getting kind of dicey, as long as I've gotten a couple of KOs with strong hitters like these, then maybe Glaceon can stall out an end game and win it with Perish Song Lapras. That is part of the hope here. Actually, maybe I should go like mid-speed on Lapras so I can win a 2v2 Perish Song. It probably is not going to matter. But yeah, we got Glaceon here. We've got Lapras. I have fit Haze onto this Pokemon as well as Perish Song. I don't think I bring it very often, most likely, but the option is available to try to win an endgame that way. And finally, we have Frostmoth with the Focus Sash, able to set the snow back up if an opposing Weather Setter has messed with Ninetales, and then some utility in Tailwind and Wide Guard. So Baxcalibur does have some speed control going for it, so Titan can have some extra speed control doubling down along with Slush Rush. Glaceon gets speed control. But that's the team. It's Alola Ninetales setting up the snow and hopefully an Aurora Veil. Frostmoth here with the Tailwind and another snow setting option if its teammates need it. We've got Terra Ice on a couple of Pokemon to make those blizzards hit harder. We've got 3 heavy hitters in Baxcalibur, Titan, and Glaceon, and then the Perish Song Lapras if there's some matchup where I feel like I want it. So let's jump right in, shall we? See if we can get some wins with Mono Ice. It is going to be difficult, I think. Certainly not going to be the easiest type that I've built with like this. As right off the bat, we have a Whimsicott, Hisuian Typhlosion team. Wow, with Weavile and Sneasler, that's fun. But yeah, they can change the snow to sun pretty much anytime they want. I think I'll lead Ninetales anyway. If we don't see the Whimsicott lead, then we probably get snow at least for a little bit. And Terra Fire Baxcalibur is probably reasonable here. able to terrestrialize, resist an eruption, get an attack boost from it with thermal exchange, and it can also just hit hard into Weavile and Sneasler and whatnot. So let's do that. The thing about Titan and Glaceon is they both are so dependent on snow, right? So let's bring Frostmoth so that I can get snow back up if I need it, and let's bring one of those other two. And I think into this team it's going to be Titan. Okay, we'll lead Ninetales and Baxcalibur against Whimsicott and Mousehold, so we do see the Whimsicott immediately. In that case, I think I'm just going to switch out to Frostmoth. It's not all that threatened if it comes in, except maybe by Population Bomb, but either way I can switch Ninetales back in after that. And I'll just go straight for Icicle Spear into Whimsicott, try to KO it through a Focus Sash. They go for the Sunny Day, and there is the Population Bomb into Frostmoth. I'm glad it's not into Baxcalibur, that could have really messed with me, but yeah, we'll lose Frostmoth here, that's okay, I think. It's relatively okay at least, as Icicle Spear takes out Whimsicott in only 2 hits, and now I can get my snow back up, and I should have weather control for the rest of the game. We see the Indeedee come in with the Psychic Terrain, but I'm just going to click Blizzard and Icicle Spear into Mousehold here. I could Terra Ghost Ninetales to be more sure of taking the Population Bomb, but I do have all that physical bulk, and with the snow buff as well. This is probably not going to KO. Might have been possible. Oh, they did get a crit actually. But the Indeedee goes before Ninetales. And there's the downside of not running a fast Ninetales. We do get all 5 hits and KO Mousehold, but the Indeedee is a problem. Although I do have Titan now. I do have Titan, but what do I do? I can Terra Water. I think basically I try to win the game with Titan at this point. So I can Terra Water, Ice Spinner, Indeedee, break the terrain. Or maybe it's better to Ice Spinner Typhlosion just to weaken its eruption. Because it's still going to do a lot of damage even into a resistance. Either way, I don't think I'm getting a Belly Drum here. I think I'm going to Ice Spinner into Indeedee, and I'm going to protect Baxcalibur so that if the Typhlosion goes for a spread fire attack next turn, it'll still do the spread damage nerf. Okay, Indeedee just goes ahead and crits with Expanding Force, so that's going to be a problem, I think. As the Titan, yeah, just drops the boosted eruption, so I don't know if there was a way that I could salvage that one, but certainly what I did there didn't work out. We'll go for a Glaive Rush into Typhlosion here, but we'll drop before we get that off. Okay. So yeah, not a strong start for Mono Ice, but we'll keep going. Try to make some Christmas magic happen. Okay, another male Indeedee with Sneasler. This time we see a Moongus, Armarouge, Annihilate, and Corviknight. So it's some size spam stuff, probably some Trick Room stuff, but they have some other bulky setup options as well. Or it could be Scarf Annihilate on this team, I don't really know. I'll lead Ninetales. And I think I'm going to lead Titan and have the Ice Spinner available right off the bat. Alternatively, I could lead Glaceon and just throw off Blizzard and maybe dodge some attacks. That's not the worst idea in this situation, I think. It might not be Trick Room stuff with Sneasler and male Indeedee. So I think I am going to lead Titan, get the Slush Rush, turn 1. I will bring Glaceon, and nobody else feels very good here. Let's bring Frostmoth. And then I'll have another Blizzard available. Okay. We see Armarouge and Annihilate. I think I'm just going to go right for Aurora Veil and Terra Water Belly Drum. Be cool if it works. They go right for the Terra Psychic with the Armarouge. Titan will get its Belly Drum and its Citrus Berry. Okay, weak armor weakness policy with the U-turn, probably Scarf Annihilate. That makes sense. Now they'll bring Indeedee in and they'll click Expanding Force, and I'll regret not attacking Armarouge immediately. Yep, okay. Well, can't say I didn't call that. We'll get Frostmoth and Glaceon in here. We might be able to get a Tailwind, and I'll click Blizzard. Maybe Glaceon will dodge the attack. Oh, I could have used Wide Guard. I forgot I had that. Wide Guard actually would have gotten me through this turn, and then who knows what happens. But pretty quick defeat there, and we'll keep going. Alright, so this is the Goldango, Dragonite, Ursaluna stuff that's big at time of recording in the meta. This is hard for Titan to deal with. That's not really the first Pokemon I want to bring here. Also, Goldango just kind of beats this team, doesn't it? Well, it is what it is. Actually, maybe I do need Titan to break Goldango. I have a lot of Ice and Fairy and Dragon attacks on my team. Okay, we'll do Ninetales, and I will go ahead and bring Titan. I'll bring back Excalibur, and I'll bring Glaceon. We'll just throw all the strongest Pokemon that I have at them. Feels kind of sad to say it like that, huh? Okay, they can fake something out if they want, but I don't know. Let's try to get our setup here. Okay, we do get the Belly Drum. Both sides set Aurora Veil, Incineroar Parting Shots to Titan, but it's still at +5 attack. So that's okay, I think. Obviously, Incineroar can come back in and intimidate it, but it takes some time to wipe out all those Belly Drum boosts. I also wanted to use the Titan because it's a Pokemon design that I really like from Generation 9, but it faded into obscurity in VGC pretty quickly, even back in Reg A, and been almost unheard of since then. So, obviously, I'm not expecting it to be good here, and we've seen how this has gone so far. Hopefully it'll put in work in this game, but now there's a Goldango. I think I'll just Terra Water Liquidation right away, and I'll try to Encore their Ninetales, but theirs is probably faster than mine. But yeah, I wanted to see if I could do something with Titan, because it is a Pokemon design that I like, and that is kind of in VGC obscurity. We've locked them into Icy Wind. I don't love that, but it's also not the worst thing. And I guess I'll just click Blizzard with Ninetales. I mean, there's nobody I want to switch in. I'll try again the Liquidation the Goldango. If Incineroar switches in, we can catch that with Liquidation too. They're taking away my Slush Rush, of course, but I don't want to switch the Titan out for obvious reasons. Ah, it's Sash Goldango, so we'll KO it with this Blizzard. Nice. I might want to think actually about getting Ninetales out so I can set Snow back up, if only for Glaceon. So I'll go back to Excalibur here. I'll protect Titan, I guess. See if I can Liquidation Incineroar next turn if they'll let me. There's the Fake Out. Last turn of Snow, but I can switch Ninetales back in after that. And I will go for... I think I'll just double into Incineroar in case it switches out. So I'll Icicle Spear and Liquidation that slot. Terra Ghost, okay. Titan still goes before Incineroar. But Titan obviously is taking a lot of damage and a lot of drops at this point. The Icicle Spear should do a lot to Ursaluna. Yeah, and that's why I clicked Icicle Spear into that slot. I didn't think Incineroar was staying in, and of course, anything they could have in the back would take a lot from Icicle Spear. Okay, I'll get Snow back up now, and I think they'll probably knock Titan out before I can land this Ice Spinner, but I'll try. Maybe I should Liquidation in case Incineroar comes back in. Too late now. It doesn't anyway. And I don't think Ursaluna takes out both of my Pokemon here, so let's just click Blizzard, and I'll do the Liquidation play this time. I think Titan's probably going down now, though. I think Titan has fought pretty well through this whole battle. It's been kind of a slog for it, but I do think it's probably at the end of the line. But Snow is set back up, and I can get Glaceon in after this, or Baxcalibur again. We actually see the Incineroar switch back in. So Titan now only at +2 attack, but it will get another attack off here. And knock out Incineroar. And it might actually be worth it now to... Well, it could have Vacuum Wave on the Ursaluna. Probably not if it has Protect. I think it might be worth it to switch the Titan out here. And if I get it back in quickly enough, then I get the benefits of the Slush Rush again. So I'm going to click Blizzard and switch to Glaceon. Ursaluna protects. Glaceon gets his first dodge of the video on that Icy Wind from their Ninetales. My Aurora Veil will expire here. I can set it back up. Well, I can try to set it back up if I want. I don't know if they'll let me. I don't think I need to. I don't think I need it at this point. I'm just going to click Blizzard with both Pokemon. Their Ninetales clicks Blizzard. Crits Glaceon still doesn't do too much. Glaceon KOs the Ursaluna back. This will be a single target Blizzard into their Ninetales now, and that will do it as they forfeit before I can click another Glaceon Blizzard to finish the game off. And so, Snow versus Snow, but the Ice-type Pokemon more at home in the snow. Better able to embrace the chilly winter Christmas spirit. Pull through in this one, and we'll get another. See if we can keep going. And how about that Cetitan, by the way? I mean, Cetitan had a lot of issues in that game, but it got the belly drum right away, and then it was just such a tank for the rest of the game that even with the opponent slowing it down, it was able to do the damage that it needed. This person says hi, YouTube, so say hi back. And if you're watching this, yeah, I did record it this far in advance. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Mandibuzz, Garchomp, Alola, Ninetales, Porygon Z, Rillaboom, and Magmar. So I'll get my Snow again. I kind of want to just lead Glaceon with Ninetales this time and just start clicking Blizzard. Obviously, their Ninetales and Magmar can take that pretty well, but the rest of their team can't. And then this time I think I'll bring Titan in the back, and let's just bring back Excalibur again. I don't know what they're going to do, but yeah, unless they lead Ninetales Magmar, which seems like it would be a pretty awkward league, then I think Glaceon should put out some pressure right away. And of course, even if it's Porygon Z throwing off strong unresisted attacks, I do have the Snow Cloak and Bright Powder to possibly surprise them. Okay, Ninetales and Rillaboom. I'll go for Aurora Veil and just click Blizzard right away. Terrafire Rillaboom, of course. They get their Aurora Veil. The Blizzard does not very much. Might be worth it for me to switch out to Baxcalibur here. So I think I will do that, and I'll again try to Encore their Ninetales. Although, again, theirs might be faster than mine. Instead, we actually see them go out to Magmar. But that's still decent positioning for Baxcalibur. Don't love losing the loaded dice there, but I guess I'm clicking Glaive Rush in this position anyway. And I'll click Blizzard with Ninetales to cover a switch. They could bring their Ninetales in, but we'll try this. And of course, even if it's Flame Body Magmar and it clicks Follow Me, which doesn't happen, but even if it did, Thermal Exchange Baxcalibur can't be burned. So we got decent damage on the Rillaboom there. Baxcalibur is taunted, but it's the fastest Pokemon on the field, so I feel okay to just throw off another attack. I'll even try Glaive Rush again. It's a little risky, but we'll see. They do go out to Ninetales. Yeah. Guess that was kind of obvious. And yet, for some reason, I thought they might not do it. They give me a Thermal Exchange boost here, so that's nice. I don't know if they have Moonblast on their Ninetales. Unfortunately, I can't protect Baxcalibur. Snow is almost gone. Can go out to Titan here, maybe. Reserve Ninetales for now. I'll just risk a Glaive Rush into Magmar and we'll see what happens. Protects, okay. And we don't see Moonblast from the Ninetales. Okay. It does have Freeze Dry, which makes me not very inclined to Terra Water. I'm just going to go for a Belly Drum here and try again to attack the Magmar. So if the Magmar tries to get damage into Satitan, goodbye Magmar. Instead they switch out to Rillaboom, but that's okay. I kind of like having the Grassy Terrain recovery back, and knocking Rillaboom out isn't bad either. Satitan gets set up. If I want, I can switch Ninetales back in and start attacking. And I think that does make sense here. Their Ninetales probably can't damage Satitan very quickly. So, yeah, I'll just get my Slush Rush here and throw a +6 Liquidation at the Magmar. In this case, I'm hoping it doesn't have Flame Body, but we'll see. Most of them don't right now, I think. Either way, no burn. We get locked into Liquidation, but that's fine. So good thing I switched Ninetales in there, or Satitan would have been locked into Belly Drum. I can even just... I think I could Terra Wall. I don't think I need to. Just +6 Liquidation into Porygon's Zed and click Blizzard. It protects. Fair enough. They get their Aurora Veil up. But I'll just Liquidation and Blizzard again. Porygon's Zed takes 98 from Liquidation. Ooh, it has the Citrus Berry. So I might have wanted to Terra Water there after all. But Satitan takes the Terra Blast. Blizzard chips Porygon's Zed down pretty nicely. Just Liquidation again. They might protect Porygon's Zed, but I think that's okay either way. They do. But I don't think Satitan will go down here. No. And I actually can start Moonblasting their Ninetales, I think. Okay, they failed the double protect on the last turn of Snow, so good effort. That was their out, but it didn't work out for them. And I still have all 4 Pokemon, and we'll wear down the Ninetales here. I'll Terra Water Liquidation here. Not really any reason not to. Except that their Ninetales is faster than Satitan now. Well, that was KOing either way. And I guess I didn't really need my Terra here. As I'll go... I'm actually going to go Glaceon and click Yawn just to be a little extra safe. But Glaceon is not taking much from that Freeze Dry, so I actually could have just had the KO here with probably my own Freeze Dry back. In any case, they forfeit, and we will get another game. See if we can go over 500 with this team. This could actually be tricky, though. This is an odd mix of Pokemon, but it might be hard for this team to deal with. Well, at least I'm not the most afraid of the Breloom here. But yeah, Politoed and Archaludon could be a tough duo to handle for sure with this team. Let's see. I'm gonna lead Frostmoth, I think, because I can click Snowscape or Tailwind depending on how they lead. I think I need Ninetales and Glaceon. And for all that Satitan has been putting in work, I think we bring... maybe I do want Satitan to be able to remove terrain. Excalibur is stronger into some of these Pokemon, but no, I think we... Oh! I didn't mean to lead Ninetales. I thought lead Frostmoth, and I didn't think it the rest of the way through. However, what I can do here is... I don't know. I'm gonna click Tailwind. The thing is, I'm worried about Politoed switching in. I'm still gonna Tailwind, I think, and I'll just Blizzard. Okay. Alright, it's another weak policy, weakness, Armarouge, so they're probably bringing Indeedee in. Yeah. Can at least get my Tailwind up. But I do lose Ninetales. And I think I have to bring Glaceon in because it has spread damage, so Titan can just get redirected into attacking Indeedee. That said, I'll click Wide Guard here, just to be a little extra safe, and I think I'm just going to go straight for the Terra Ice Glaceon for maximum Blizzard damage. You see the follow me from Indeedee, but Wide Guard blocks the Expanding Force. And we knock out Armarouge. Not great damage to Indeedee, though. And what comes in next? It's probably not Politoed, right? If they brought these three Pokemon. I mean, they certainly don't have both Politoed and Archaludon, so there's some relief there. It's Archaludon, okay. But they don't have rain for it. I kind of want to just double Blizzard here, and I don't think there's much downside to it. I mean, it's not like I need Wide Guard in this position. So I'm just going to do it. They protect Archaludon, but I think we'll knock out Indeedee here. Yeah, for sure. Oh, well, maybe not for sure after that berry. Okay, but we do. Last turn of Tailwind. They'll get Kilowattrel back in here, but I'm actually pretty well positioned with double Blizzard, and the opponent, I guess, agrees because they forfeit, and that's 3 wins in a row for Mono Ice. Glaceon and Satitan both putting in a lot of work. You love to see it. We got an Espathra here. Sylveon. Double Dragon, Hisui, and Zoroark. This looks like a tricky team for sure. But they don't have weather, at least. So we'll lead Ninetales, and... How do we feel about just leading Ninetales Glaceon again? The alternative is Ninetales Satitan. The only problem with that is if we see the Espathra. Satitan taking a Lumina Crash could kind of spiral things out of control pretty quickly. I don't even hate Ninetales Baxcalibur here with Satitan and Glaceon in the back. In fact, I think I'm going to do that one. Baxcalibur getting intimidated immediately is not great. But I'll just go for my Aurora Veil here if they'll let me have it. And I'll protect Baxcalibur, cover a Fake Out. There's the Lumina Crash into Baxcalibur. We get the Aurora Veil. They want to remove Ninetales quickly, which actually is a problem for me because my 2 Pokemon in the back are pretty dependent on snow. So I think I'm going to switch Ninetales out to Glaceon. Possible that I dodge the next Flare Blitz or something. And I'm just going to go right for a Glaive Rush into a Espathra. And then I'm guessing it has a Focus Sash. Okay, I was thinking if I break the Focus Sash, I can Ice Shard it the next turn. But it protects. But I'll get another opportunity here as Glaceon can click Blizzard, and yeah, I'll just try to remove this Espathra. It's kind of scaring me. The Incineroar is potentially the bigger problem, but Espathra is just such a disruptive Pokemon that becomes more dangerous over time. It's definitely kind of getting in my head here. We see the Lumina Crash into Baxcalibur. Doesn't do too much, at least for the first hit. Glaive Rush does good damage, and Blizzard will get the KO. What's Incineroar going for? Flare Blitz into Glaceon. Unfortunately, it connects. But Incineroar takes some decent recoil there. We see Komodo come in. I can double protect. But I kind of think I want to just click Blizzard again. And protect Baxcalibur. Terra Steel Komodo. Okay. Unfortunately, Fire would have been a little easier to deal with. It does miss the Clanging Scales and Glaceon, and we get the Freeze, so that'll help. Incineroar shows low kick, but here... I kind of want to just go out to Satitan and Glaive Rush Incineroar, and I'm trying to set up for Satitan to Belly Drum and beat Komodo. Okay, Incineroar not being KO'd by that is pretty bad. I'm not sure I'm getting the Belly Drum. Maybe I go for it anyway. Let's see what their last Pokemon is. Sylveon. Yeah, this is still pretty tough. I think I'm just going to start attacking Komodo. I don't think I can risk the Belly Drum here, unfortunately. And I'll switch Baxcalibur out to Ninetales, get the snow back up. That does decent damage, actually, and it gets a defense drop. Komodo stays frozen, so Satitan should get a chance to knock it out on this next turn, and I'll just click Blizzard with Ninetales. Definitely had some good luck there with the freeze, but if you use a team of all ice types, you probably, and with so much blizzard spam on it, you probably should be expecting to get a freeze at some point. I don't feel especially lucky there. Although Kamo never thawing is pretty rough for the opponent. What I'm saying is I definitely had some good luck in this game, but it's the kind of good luck that this team. I could still lose this, by the way. It's the kind of good luck that this team is engineered to get sometimes. I actually might need Glaceon to have some Bright Powder Snowcloak luck here. I think Baxcalibur is about to go down, so I'll Ice Shard first. Okay, they stall out my Aurora Veil. Yeah, I might actually lose unless Glaceon dodges an attack. Let's see. Glaceon's faster, doesn't KO. We dodged the Hyper Voice. Alright, we're cheesing people a little bit here, but it's mono ice. You do what you have to do, right? They stall at the snow, but I still have the freeze dry, so I'll just click that now. Should KO. Yeah. GG to that person. Oh, no, a spectator said GG. That's weird. Why do people do that? That throws me. My opponent. That wasn't my opponent who said that. But, yeah, that was a tough one for them, but I mean, that's the kind of thing I'm playing for to compensate for the fact that I'm only using ice types. It was fun, at least. Okay, got a rain team. Pretty standard mouse hold rain stuff. What do I do here? Let's try Ninetales to Titan. Glaceon Frostmoth. Okay, they don't lead Pelipper, but they're definitely about to switch it in. This is where I didn't say much, I realized the preview. I was thinking about leading Frostmoth, so I would have the option to click Snowscape turn 1, and I do think that would have been better here. But oh well. Go right for the Blizzard. It can still connect in Rain, it's just not guaranteed. Try to get my Titan set up, but I think I've... Oh, they don't switch. They might be flip turning with Basculegion. Yeah. That's where the Pelipper will get in. In that case, I had a chance... Oh, it's Incineroar. Okay. I was gonna say, I might have had a chance to switch to Frostmoth. Oh, we get another freeze into the Archaludon. Holy man. Okay, try to get Aurora Veil here, and I can Ice Spinner Archaludon. Well, I'd probably... I'm gonna feel more comfortable with Titan into this Incineroar if I can get rid of the Archaludon. They fake out Titan. It's okay. Archaludon thaws. That's less okay. Knocks out Ninetales. So now I only have Frostmoth to get Snow back up. Let's not go to that yet. Let's bring Glaceon in and click Blizzard, and again Ice Spinner into Archaludon. Hope the Incineroar doesn't have Flare Blitz. Maybe on this team it doesn't, I don't know. That does good damage. Fortunately, so does the Body Press back, and they do have the Flare Blitz, so Titan goes down. Not putting in as much work as I hoped, as I kind of am dependent on Glaceon to win this one at this point. We do get a freeze on the Incineroar. However, there are a few Fire-type attacks, not all, not most, but a handful, that will thaw the user guaranteed if clicked, and Flare Blitz is one of them. So they can thaw their Incineroar anytime they want if they know that mechanic. And even if they don't, these are some pretty obvious Flare Blitz targets. I'm going to protect Glaceon and click Tailwind. Well, here's the thing. Frostmoth might only get one move off, right? Ideally, I get Tailwind and Snowscape, but I'm not sure I can actually do that. So, if that works out, then Tailwind is good to click first, because it makes it easier to get the Snowscape off on the next turn. But given that I think there's a real chance that I'm only getting one of them, because they can double into Frostmoth here, I think I actually click Snowscape because it's more important. Okay, I should have clicked Tailwind. Okay, but they don't know, I guess, because they can thaw their Incineroar anytime they want by clicking Flare Blitz, but they didn't do it that turn. And I should be able to get Tailwind here. Actually, let's Freeze Dry into Pelipper. It can catch Basculate Legion on the switch, or it can just knock Pelipper out. It might have a Focus Sash, but yeah, I'm going to go for Tailwind here. They, like I said, they can overcome that freeze anytime they want, but it seems like they might not know. Okay, there's the Sash. Yeah, Incineroar still doesn't thaw. I have Terra Ice on both of these Pokemon. There's not really any reason that I'm not just doing Terra Ice Glaceon right now. I'll Blizzard. We haven't seen a Wide Guard from the Pelipper. I'll double Blizzard. Even if Pelipper does Wide Guard, which it probably doesn't have with Protect, it's at least not attacking that turn. Incineroar still doesn't thaw. I don't think they know. But it's not taking damage very quickly from the Blizzards, so it still has chances to win this. Pelipper fails the double Protect. Pelipper's knocked out. I get Weather Control for the rest of the game. Incineroar drops to single target Blizzard. Again, some good luck in that Incineroar never thawed, but given that they actually had control over whether they thawed or not, I don't feel too bad about that one. As we'll finish the Basculate Legion off with... Wow, Glaceon. Granted, I have Aurora Veil and Snow up, but Glaceon tanking that last Respects really nicely. We'll finish the Basculate Legion off with a Freeze Dry, and that actually was a pretty highly rated opponent for not knowing that Flare Blitz freeze interaction, but it's a really complicated game. Nobody can keep track of... I don't think there's anybody who can keep track of all of that information. There are mechanics that... I forget a mechanic like every other video, so I'm not meaning to judge them too harshly. I'm just a little surprised, though, that they never did that. Never even clicked Flare Blitz there. Okay. This person's agreed to open team sheets, so I might as well do that too. They've got their own snow stuff going on here. Go Ninetales. Sure. Kind of like Ninetales with Satitan again. Actually, I have to watch out for Spore if I try to set up with Satitan. Maybe I should just lead Ninetales Glaceon. It's kind of bad into Incineroar and King Gambit, so maybe I shouldn't do that. I could lead Ninetales. Let's just do Ninetales to Titan and make the best of it. We'll bring back Excalibur and Glaceon in the back. I don't think I've brought Lapras to a game yet, but I feel fine with that. Lapras is definitely the least valuable member of this team. Don't be surprised if the video ends without it ever appearing, but at least it's here. One of the old favorite ice types for sure. You see Incineroar and Ninetales. This one has Flare Blitz. Go figure. The Ninetales doesn't... Oh, it does have Freeze Dry. Specs Ninetales, huh? I can go for Aurora Veil and Protect the Titan, see what their Ninetales locks into, and consider whether I want to go Terra Water to Titan. Okay, they lock into Moonblast. I think I'm willing to Moonblast them back. And yeah, I'll Terra Water, Belly Drum. We switch out to King Gambit. My Ninetales is being worn down quickly, but there's not really anything I want to switch into that slot, so good pressure from my opponent there. I do have to think now about whether I want to save the Ninetales, though. But that means I have to sack either Glaceon or Excalibur, and I just don't think I have it in me right now. I am going to click Encore so that King Gambit can't snipe Ninetales with a Sucker Punch. And I'm just going to go right for a Liquidation into King Gambit. They Sucker Punch the Titan. Okay. Well, we knock out King Gambit, but miss the chance to Moonblast their Ninetales again, as of course the Encore is not really of any use when they have choice specs anyway. I'll switch out to Glaceon here and Protect the Titan. It might be too passive, but we'll see. Go for Fake Out into Titan, and they double into Titan, so that works out. I'll just Blizzard and Liquidation into Incineroar. KO's Incineroar, nice. I'll lose to Titan here. I might actually lose to Ninetales now. Maybe I needed to prioritize knocking that out, but I'll get Snow back up here. And they actually forfeit. Could their Ninetales not have won the game? I don't know. I've crossed 1600, which is genuine. I'm not sure. I don't remember for certain, but genuinely this might be the highest ladder rating I've ever had. So how's that for a Christmas present? But I never thought I would do that with this team. That's wild. And we'll keep going because I still haven't taken that third loss yet. Okay, Exeggutor, Sunroom, Psy Spam stuff. Probably want... Okay, we'll do open team sheets. It's fine. Probably want some Titan into this. Probably want Ninetales. There's a case for Frostmoth for sure. Actually, I think I like leading Frostmoth, Titan. And I'll bring Ninetales, and Glaceon has put in so much work this video. Let's bring it once again. Mono Ice putting in... Took me a couple games to figure it out, but putting in some serious work here. You'll love to see it. Okay. They have ways to punish this, but I feel like I don't have a better play here than just Wide Guard and Ice Spinner into Exeggutor. Oh, I probably didn't need to use both of those moves. Oh well. We do break the terrain. They get Trick Room up. They can double into Frostmoth and knock it out if they want, but that obviously takes some commitment on their end. So I'm going to click Snowscape and Terra Water Belly Drum, and at least one of those things will probably work out. Hopefully. Switch out to Hatterene, okay. That means they're not KOing Frostmoth this turn. That did a lot to Titan though. I get the Snowscape. I get the Belly Drum, but Titan's just going to get knocked out now anyway. It is Specs Torkoal though, so I can stop its attack with Wide Guard. The problem is I can't then also stop the Hatterene. And because I broke their terrain, Expanding Force will be single target, so Wide Guard won't stop it. I'll click Wide Guard and hope for the best. It's not like I want to switch anyone in here. But I think they just got me here. Wide Guard will stop the Eruption, but they'll probably go for Expanding Force into Titan. Yeah, but I just didn't see a way around that at that point. I'll go Glaceon here, and I'm going to need those Blizzards to put in work. Well, Wide Guard and Blizzard. At least Frostmoth still being on the field means I still have the Wide Guard right now. So, exactly, Eruption still can't connect. Expanding Force does a lot. It would be nice if Glaceon would dodge an attack, but hey, my luck has to run out eventually. Last turn of Trick Room, I do have Protect on Glaceon, but not on Frostmoth. I guess I'll Wide Guard and Protect. If they don't target Frostmoth here, then I can keep both of my Pokemon for another turn. But they do, makes sense. Because now I'll get Ninetales in, and there's only one turn of Snow left, and I don't have a way to set it back up as well. I will just click Blizzard with both Pokemon. They'll probably switch Torkoal in and make my Blizzards miss, but yeah, this person has gotten me every turn, so there's not a whole lot you can do when that happens. It's bound to happen sooner or later. Like I said, I think this might be the highest I've ever been on the ladder, so sooner or later you get punished, right? Let's land our Blizzards into Torkoal. We missed that one. We don't know. We hit that one, but it doesn't do enough. But what am I going to do except try again? DD comes in. Glaceon drops Expanding Force. Ninetales actually takes it pretty well. Some good Blizzard damage back into the Exeggutor. Unfortunately, I don't think you can freeze Pokemon in Strong Sunlight. And Ninetales drops to an Expanding Force. And so Much as will be the case come springtime, the sun has overcome the snow. But for now, the ice types have had their fun. I think it's been a fun Christmas for sure. Mono Ice certainly got more wins higher up on the ladder than I expected. So we definitely take those. And, like I said, it's not my favorite type, but it's probably my second favorite. And it is good to see these ice types put in some work, including Pokemon like Cetitan and Glaceon that have really cool and pretty designs, but that you don't necessarily see putting in work in competitive play very often. So, hope you had fun with this one. I certainly did. Again, Merry Christmas if you celebrate it, and hope you enjoyed the video anyway if you don't. But that's it for now. Go spend time with your family or whatever it is you do on this occasion, if it is an occasion for you, and we'll see you next time.